Imagine discovering that the person you loved most in the world, the person you thought was an absolute angel, was hiding a huge secret right under your nose. What if the only way to save yourself from starving to death was to finally uncover the lie on which they had built their entire life? Sometimes, the deepest betrayals are hidden in the brightest, most obvious places. Monsieur Lantin is the luckiest man in Paris. He married a young woman who was the absolute picture of purity, grace, and perfection. She manages his modest clerk's salary so well that they live as if they are wealthy. He loves her with blind, overwhelming passion. She has only two minor flaws. She loves the theater and is obsessed with fake jewelry. She is constantly bringing home cheap imitation necklaces, paste pearls, and glass diamonds. Lantin hates them. He tells her that a woman who cannot afford real jewelry should rely entirely on her natural beauty. But she just laughs, kisses him, and drapes the shining imitation around her neck. One cold winter night, after attending the theater, she comes home with a severe chill. 8 days later, she dies of pneumonia. Lantin is completely destroyed. His grief is physically agonizing. But soon, another kind of pain sets in: poverty. Without his wife's miraculous budget management, Lantin quickly runs out of money. He is drowning in debt. He has no food or firewood and is in a desperate situation. One morning, his stomach rumbling with hunger, he looks at his dead wife's collection of fake jewelry. He decides to take one of her large paste necklaces to a jeweler, hoping to get a few coins to buy a decent meal. He walks into the jewelry shop, feeling embarrassed to be selling such an inexpensive piece. He hands it over to the jeweler. The jeweler examines it carefully. He takes out a magnifying glass. He consults his ledger. Finally, he looks up and says, "Sir, this necklace is worth 25,000 francs. Lantin freezes. He thinks the man is playing a cruel joke on him. "But it's fake," he stammers. "It was my wife's." The jeweler shakes his head. "No, sir. These are pure diamonds. We sold them ourselves years ago to a wealthy gentleman. It was sent to your wife's address." The reality hits Lantin like a physical blow. The perfect wife, the theater nights, the miraculously managed budget, the massive collection of fake jewelry she brought home. None of it was fake. She had been taking wealthy lovers throughout their marriage, and they had showered her with real, priceless gems. Lantin walks out into the street, sobbing at the betrayal. He wandered the city, heartbroken and starving. But hunger is a powerful thing. The next day, he returned to the shop and sold the necklace. Then he brought the rest of her collection. It is all real. He leaves with hundreds of thousands of francs. He quits his job immediately, takes the money, and begins to live a life of absolute luxury. 6 months later, he remarries. His new wife is said to be the most honest, virtuous, and faithful woman in the city. However, she has a terrible temper and makes his life absolutely miserable.